Welcome, my Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless, true love timeline reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace. From a professional witch and spell ingredients. There is a Kindle version of Words of Grace. There will be a Kindle version of spell ingredients, but you can find the original versions on my website, drawingthecircle.com, as well as on my Patreon platform in the digital shop. We have ebooks, we've got audios, we've got videos. The audios and videos have free previews that anyone can check out, anyone can shop at the store at any time. My subscribers, however, depending upon their level of subscription, get those ebooks, audios, and videos. But all of my subscribers do get 3 benefits in common: a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. Did it this morning. It was lovely. We chat about the day's astrological weather, always ending with some sort of spiritual practice to send us on our way. And it's the best way for me to start the day, considering what's on my to-do list. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, and there are an awful lot of them. All of my timeless readings are, all of my extended readings are timeless and relationship oriented, like the Path of True Love reads with extended and all of that. They also get a significant discount when they book me for a private session. We will talk about that at the end of the video if you want more info, and it's just the best thing I've ever done in my work, career, and vocation as a professional witch. So yeah, check it out. You can follow for free. You can 7-day free trial. You can shop in the shop. So much cool stuff. So come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can just call me Mal. Hi, my beloved Capricorns. If you've been following me for a while, you know I have an affinity for Capricorns, being a Virgo myself, Virgo sun sign. So let's do some explanation for the new Capricorns and the Crosswatchers. Feel free to jump ahead and we will get into the divination. Welcome if you are new to my channel. The True Love Timeline readings are a simplified version of the Path of True Love readings with extendeds, because I have moved in the past year from Holbrook, Long Island, New York, to Saratoga Springs. So been very, very busy here. Got a ½ acre of land here that's taken a lot of my work and focus, as well as a new little kitten who's just absolutely adorable. Oh, and I do have another YouTube channel called Mal for short. This is Angelo Lyons, the business side, and the other one is Mal for short, the more personal side. So yeah, there's a link in the description box if you would like to kind of see what's going on behind the scenes. And lots of cat videos, I will tell you that. So what we're doing here is a simple timeline, past, present, and future, using, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards to simplify this a little bit. Now people can say, well, what is the True Love Timeline? Well, it's the path of true love, your healing journey, your ascension journey, your hero's journey through all of your relationships in your life at the present moment. We are going to look past, present, and future. And yes, this may be a romantic read. I know that's what everybody wants. However, it is often other relationships in our life that prepare us for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser romantic situation. So regardless of what hits the table, just keep it in mind that every time you make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions, right, you're choosing truth and love, then you are shifting to a more golden, loving timeline rather than a leaded, fearful one, if you want to talk spiritual alchemy. So what we're going to do is get 3 Daughters of the Moon tarot cards face down, past, present, and future, simple timeline. The internal, yin-internal, heart, third eye crown. I work with chakras a lot because, you know, that's my background as a healer. We will then get 3 mythic tarot for the lower 3 chakras, the solar plexus, the sacrum, and the root. The masculine yang dynamic, looking at yourself from the outside, like looking in a mirror, maybe you from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things in which you have relationships in the physical world. And because it is a cross-watcher read, welcome cross-watchers, there can certainly be an awful lot of mirroring, or so my clients tell me. That will also be past, present, future, face down. Then we will flip them past, present, and future as we go. We will then get a whisper from the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo. There are romantic cards in this deck, but there's so much more in there. This deck is dedicated to the higher selves of all involved, so not just the Capricorns and the Crosswatchers, anybody else's higher self who may be involved. And we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra, because these mantras work. I have a lot of clients, and they all get at least one mantra per reading, and then I ask them to check back with me in 48 hours, because it takes that long for the energy to integrate. And I say, so how the mantra's going? And so many of them says, well, I didn't do it. This is the one thing that you have the free will to do that will actually help you heal, no matter what anybody else does in your relationships. But do keep in mind, as one of us heals, all of us heals, because that's unity consciousness. Unity, the truth that we are all one, does not need belief for it to be truth. Boom. So, there's our explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I promise I will do my best to help anyone navigate the golden true love timeline in their lifetime, because it is benefiting all of us. So we can anchor into Gaia's electromagnetic field, the true love that conquers all, the true love that heals all wounds, and the true love that breaks all curses, ancestral, past life, societal, and otherwise. Shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Here we go, Caps and Crosswatchers. Still point. My beloved goddesses override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, please. 3 cards in clarity, face down, past, present, future, for the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers. Where have they been in the true love timeline? Heart, their third eye crown. Where are they now, as the point of power is always in the present moment in the golden true love timeline? And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions for this timeless true love timeline read? Again, we're going to flip those over once we get these 3 on the table, past, present, and future. Please take a nice deep breath. The deep breaths really help move the energy. Still point. My beloved gods override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved gods, 3 cards face down in clarity, please. For the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers. Where have they been? Lower 3 chakra dynamic. Where are they now? Point of power is always in the present moment, so that one's important. And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions for this timeless true love timeline read? Oh, good. All right. Well, lovely. Let's start on the inner. You got the 6 of blades. That would be the 6 of wands. Traditional Rider-Waite based tarot. It's the guy in the gondola, right? Going from choppy water to smooth. The word written on the card is manipulation, and I know people don't like that word, but if you have a headache and you take an aspirin, you just manipulate it, right? You send out a blessing, you just manipulate it. So it is a neutral card. 6s are always, numerologically speaking, at least, about harmony and balance. So it is looking at things differently, right? It's coming to a more peaceful place. Now, I will say that therapy and counseling has become much more available to people, particularly since the pandemic, with BetterHelp.com and stuff like that, right? So, but this could also be a thing of study, seeing things differently. This card has no reverse, right? So it's really a neutral thing there, manipulation. And with the 10 of Pentacles on the outer, there is a sense of at least happy tribal unit here, right? Whole bunch of people, whether it's friends or family, whatever. The 10 of Pentacles is certainly a card of harvesting wealth, because you had to have started at the Ace of Pentacles with the seed in order to get to the harvest. So it's a very stable foundation to come from, and being willing to see things differently. Like when people start doing gratitude work, right? They may not realize how much they have until they start giving thanks. Like, oh, I'm thankful for for air. That's a good one, right? Oh, I'm thankful for water, right? Oh, am I doing all the elements? I'm thankful for fire. I'm thankful for earth too. While we're at it, I'm thankful for spirit. And that can give a very solid foundation of like, okay, I didn't realize, I didn't make real for myself, which is what realize means, how much wealth I have, and maybe not just monetarily, but with relationships. This is a relationship read. Let's see where you are now. Okay, well, we got 2 court cards. Now, when we do a court card here, yes, there's zodiac signs in here, but if you don't have the sign, that if you don't have any planets in that sign, that's okay. Look at your natal chart and see what house it's in, because that can make a general reading very specific. So on the inner, you got the Leo card, the mother of flames, Shantico, fixed fire, because she's got an oven there. She's got a little baby that she's making sure doesn't, get too close to the fire there. Baking some loaves. I would think of bread. Now, I'm not a baker. I'm a potion witch. But still, if you want to make it simmer instead of rapid boil, you have to be able to control the temperature, right? So fixed fire. My guides say to me all the time, kid, what do you want? Hot batter or cake? Let it bake, right? So, I am Leo rising. I have no planets in Capricorn, however, but then I look at what 5th house dynamic of Leo is, which is creativity and good fortune, and certainly there is creativity going on here. But then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo card. Now, I am a Virgo, 4 planets in 2nd house there. So, mutable earth. So you got fixed fire on the inner and mutable earth. And if you think about that metaphor of making bread or whatever, yes, you're heating up the oven to get it at the right temperature, but then you're kneading the dough, Kneading. And so, whether you're dealing with a Virgo or not, 6th house Virgo is about service, as well it's about health and occupation. And occupation isn't just what you do for a living, it's what are you occupied with, because what you're occupied with affects your health, and your health certainly affects what you are occupied with. I am a healer. I haven't done a hands-on healing session professionally in over a decade, and I'm okay with that, right? This is fine. Not having strangers come into my house for that, although I do have an office downstairs. We'll talk about that later for readings and spiritual counseling. But that is really how I live my life. It's like I eat right? I try and get those 18,000 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, stay hydrated, do the yoga, right? Do the breath work. I'm big on Wim Hof breath and meditation. So because I occupy myself with that, of course, my health keeps improving. That's why I don't look my age. I'm going to be 56 in September 2024. Yeah, I know I don't look it. Thanks. So there is a slow forward motion here, certainly, but why rush, right? Do you want the cake to bake or not? Lovely. And if you are dealing with a Virgo, good luck with that. We could be a little tricky. And where are you headed? Wow. Okay. So on the inner, if you just do your best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions, take your time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. It walks, right? What comes after that? After that comes Pisces. It trots. Sagittarius, it canters, and Gemini gallops. You got the 3 of Cups. That's lovely. So this is bonding. This is friendship. But it's also a sense of stability emotionally. So a sense of initial emotional stability. We'll go through the 4, the 5, and the 6 all the way to the 10 if you play your cards right, as it were. But 3s are a number of initial stability, a foundation that can be built upon. And your one and only major arcana card, the Sun. Apollo. Oh, I love Apollo. He's so hot. God of the sun, Avi. But also a card of healing, a card of things being brought out into the light of day. You cannot have light without truth, right? So truth and light are essentially the same thing. So when people say, oh, I see the light, oh, I see it, it's because they are seeing truth. So there might be something revealed here, not so much like the Judgment card, but where you are shining. Now, if this is you from the outside looking in, you are shining your light, and your heart is balanced, and you're friendly and open. But then, of course, there is the rest of that journey. All right, all the chakras are on the table. So let's get that whisper of love from the higher selves of all involved. And remember, it's not just the Capricorns and the cross-watchers, it's anybody who might be involved. So even if there is someone adversarial, you can at least hear what their higher self has to say about this. Please take a nice deep breath. Although I don't see adversity here all that much. Still point. Beloved higher selves override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed by the Capricorns and their cross-watchers to navigate the golden true love timeline, making the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions and choices they can for this timeless true love timeline reading. Like attracts like. Now, ain't that the truth, right? Now, I know that's very law of attraction, and I have some issues with how the law of attraction has morphed over the decades. As above, so below. Emerald tablets, Hermes, Thoth, look it up. But, of course, the ego grabbed a hold of that and gives us some illusion of control. Oh, we are not in control down here, but we do have free will, so making the loving, most wisest, most empowering choices and decisions is the gig. So if you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. And honestly, with that Three of Cups, I see it more as like a friendly, supporting, emotionally bonding thing, and you just shining that love and light everywhere you go. So like attracts like. And, you know, believe me, I've cast more love spells, right? I've done more vision boarding and, you know, treasure maps and all that kind of stuff. But at this point in my life, it's so interesting. I'm so happy where I am right now. I am in no rush at all whatsoever to get involved in some sort of romantic entanglement, right? I believe that my true love match will just have to find me because I'm busy, and we'll know, right? We'll know how it goes. The true love that conquers all means conquering the fear, and what if it doesn't, right? It conquers all of that as well. So this is lovely. I like this a lot. Like attracts like. Let's get you that mantra. Now I'm going to say, if you're not going to do the mantra, that's fine, but I know all these mantras by heart. I just don't know everything written in Matt Kahn's little bookie book here, because it's a lot to memorize, but it's genius. I highly recommend the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. Ready? Oh, let's guard down. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Beloved Ascended Masters, override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, and particularly Sanat Kumara, who I haven't spoken with in a while as far as I'm aware of, please, one card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers, the perfect and precise healing mantra to assist them in navigating the golden true love timeline with Six of Blades on the inner and Ten of Pentacles on the outer in the past, Leo energy on the inner, Virgo energy on the outer in the present, and Three of Cups bonding on the inner with the Sun, Apollo, in the outer, with like attracts like for this timeless true love timeline read. Unhooking the past. I love this one. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past, because that's the only reason it happens, so that you could learn. I have clients, why is this happening? Why is this trauma? Why is this toxicity still there? It's like, because it needs to be healed. That's the only purpose, right? It's not because, you know, you stepped on an ant in a past life and that's why you're suffering now. That's human reason. The gods don't truck in reason, right? Spirit doesn't truck in reason. It trusts in purpose. Course in Miracles would say, what is it for? Well, you got to know that as an immortal, innocent soul, you come into this lifetime with all of this stuff already scripted. So it's not even yours, really. It's what you incarnate into. So it's sort of like role-playing games, right? Where you get a certain amount of stats and you want to develop your skill, your magic ability, whatever, but it's all written in, right? That's why I think video games, particularly of those natures where you sort of create the character as you go, it's very much a mirror of what we do when we come into this lifetime. So I personally believe this is all a big video game. And the point is to enjoy ourselves, but also to help Gaia make her transition into what I call permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth. And you do that every time you are loving. So to anchor true love into your energy field, you're also anchoring it into the heart of Gaia herself. And that's a good thing. Thank you, Martha Stewart. Met her twice, hung out with her. I have Martha Stewart stories. Both around Ralph Rucci, the designer, at book signings. Just, it's weird how things play out in this life. I know exactly what I would say to her to make her remember who I am, because we had a lovely chat. Okay, unhooking the past, including Martha Stewart. There is nothing to regret when I learned from my past, and I will say that only the ego regrets, the soul never does. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives, right? So again, point of power in the present moment. With that Virgo card there, you may be able to look back and say, oh my God, look how far I've come. Yeah, I still got a long way to go, but woo, am I impressed with how far I have come. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong. And Matt Kahn's big on that. You can't get it wrong. You can't, no matter how powerful or disempowered you may feel, you can't fuck up the divine plan. It's just all scripted. But like a video game, you can't change the code once you're in, right? So you just make the best choices that you can. It is an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you are able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated, right? And okay, seat of the soul. Gary Zukav, he calls it the compassionate return of the universe, meaning that, okay, you didn't nail that one, so here, try it again in a different shape or form or at a different time. And people call that karma, but if you think of it as the universe wants us to complete what we came here to do, right? And by the way, not every soul incarnates on planet Earth, right? This is like the Olympics, so they only send the strongest, brightest ones down, so, you know, how's that for a self-esteem boost? This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism. Come on now, Capricorns. I'm a Virgo. We're very good at that. Releasing shame. Oh, there are so many good videos about detoxing yourself from shame on YouTube. I love them. And being more open-minded, right? So it's like, well, what if I can just learn from all of this and do better? There. A little Crowley for you there. Oh, God, that man. Oh, tall Brits. God help me. So I have a bit of a crush on every tall British man on planet Earth. And by the way, I'm gay. If you couldn't tell, check the batteries in your gaydar. They might need a recharge. So all the cards are on the table. We're going to end this with what I call a blessimation, a combination of a blessing and summation. And I never have any idea what's going to come out of my mouth the moment I hit record. But for this part, because of the prayer I do before these, I completely surrender. So let's see what channels through me. I can't stand that word, but whatever. Ready? Let's do this. Feet on the floor. One last time, at least for this reading, please take a nice deep breath. I'm sure you'll do it again at some point. Here we go. Still point. Beloved Pantheons override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to navigate the golden true love timeline in their lifetime, coming from a place of seeing things differently and mental harmony, some balance, maybe some counseling, some therapy, some stuff that they've learned, but they may not realize how much they have learned was there, because certainly with the Ten of Pentacles there, they achieved something that they might not be aware they achieved, some sort of closure in the element of earth there, and where they are now is great creativity and good fortune with that Leo energy, regardless of zodiacal placements, but certainly throat chakra element of fire, spit, swallow, or chew, free will that they have to let it bake or burn, or stay, dough. And certainly with the Virgo card here with the Knight of Pentacles, there is a slow and steady wins the race, mutable earth, things are changing, but there's no need to push or race through that. Everything is in its own divine timing, particularly since they are unhooking the past, because where they are headed there is a sense of emotional bonding here, a stable foundation of the heart, not a total eclipse, a stable foundation of the heart with bonding. Definitely a celebratory card, very friendly and maybe open to a romantic situation there with the sun just shining through them and for them on their behalf, so they can receive all the healing, all the harmony, all the abundance that they require in this lifetime. As they get that like attracts like, and if they want to experience more love, they're learning that they need to be more loving first of themselves and then let it overflow outwards, particularly with that Three of Cups as they unhook the past, because there's nothing to regret when they learn from their past. So may they be blessed, and may they be met with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions, to anchor the true love that conquers all, the true love that heals all wounds, and the true love that breaks all curses, reincarnational, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Tingle, 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 tingle. Did you like it? This is good. I mean, better to unhook the past and repeat it, right? Yes, Mal, right. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button. It tells the algorithm that this is a worthy video. And it is. This is a good one. Well, location. If you want more of me here on YouTube, do subscribe and hit the notification bell, then hit it again, right? So you get everything I put out when I put it out. I also have the other YouTube channel, Mal for short, which is just different than this. It's me, but it's the more personal side of me, and I'm going to start doing some book reviews. I think I'm starting with the Celestine Prophecy, which is kind of cool. But if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Malcolm Patreon on Patreon. They get me pretty much every single morning with that daily check, and I love doing them. It's just sometimes I'm exhausted, so it's not every single day. They do get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s. There's a lot of extended readings on my channel. I've been doing this for years and years and years now, and all of my extended readings, again, they are timeless, as well as they are relationship oriented. Path of True Love reads, soulmate reads, twin flame reads, all that jazz. They get all of them depending on their, no, all of my subscribers get those actually, and of course they get a significant discount when they book me with a private session. We will talk about that in a minute. But the digital shop is lovely. Everything that is in my digital shop is also on my website, drawingthecircle.com. But the thing is you can subscribe for a month as a god goddess and get all of it for a month, and then free follow if you like. I like that, but you can go to my website too, because Squarespace, it's lovely. Yeah, if you want to book me for a private session, do know that I am taking clients here at my house. I have a lovely office in my new home downstairs. It's so lovely. So I've been taking clients there, but I'm getting to know them before they come over. Like, are you allergic to cats? I have 3 black cats who shed all year long. So bring an EpiPen if you want to come over. But I am also available for readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. You can call them directly. Ask them, when is he available? They'll tell you when I'm available. They book you, they tell me you booked, and then I come in, I read you. That's how that works. The majority of the work that I am doing, however, is on a video call, which I can do on Facebook, but I like doing it on Zoom. So once we book the client, 5 minutes ahead of time, usually I send them my Zoom link. They come into my Zoom platform, we record the whole thing so they don't have to memorize anything, right? They don't have to take notes. It's just lovely. And then I send them a link so they can download it. Then I delete it once they've downloaded it, so only they have it. And all of that is in a video I made when I was living in Holbrook, except for the, Saratoga stuff in my new house, in a video called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. It really does explain everything. It's even on my website. If you want to book me for something, you just click the link. It explains it all there for you, drawingthecircle.com. But the most important thing that I say in it, and I've been this my whole life, I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. No, if the divine brings you to me, me, then I am here to serve. As long as we have the conversation, pay it forward, pay me what you can, when you can, pay it forward to somebody else down the line. As long as we are in agreement, I will do the session, reading or private reading or spiritual counseling. It's what I'm here to do as a Virgo, and it is honestly my greatest service as a healer doing this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a fun video. I'm going to keep it up after the new one is made, which will be called Booking Mal, but just I'm not ready to do it yet, and it makes my mom laugh, so I'm just going to keep it up there anyway. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I have to say, Unhooking the Past is such a great mantra, but do the mantra. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. There's no, I mean, I've done that with tears in my eyes, I've done that with rage in my heart, and still, it just moves it through. It's like a lubricant, like Astral Glide, if you want to go there. So thank you so much for watching. Just had to leave you with a little butt humor, didn't I? Wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed. And remember, I do love Capricorns. I think you are my favorite sign. Well, you trine my Virgo sun, why wouldn't you? So hang in there. I believe in you. You've got this. You've got the strength and the endurance to pull this off. Heal. Al. Farewell. I love you. And blessed, blessed be.